What's going on? Ryan here, setthepace.triathlon.com, and we're talking about Ironman Texas, and we're going to talk about transition this time. So, what's up with transition? So, if you'll notice in the background here, I've got the Ironman Texas website pulled up. I've gone to courses and swim, bike, and run. I pulled up all the course maps. Now, I did do this race in 2014, did not successfully complete it, but I do know where all the transitions are. So, this should help you out. So, if you look at the swim, it's your first time in Texas. Notice the swim start is a little bit of a hike from transition. They're going to have you drop everything off at transition and walk over to the swim start. So make sure you're ready for that. So transition area is over here separate from the swim start. They're going to have you walk over here. They're going to have bins for your morning gear. So if you want to wear clothes and stay warm and don't want to put on your wetsuit leaving transition area and walk around in it, you bring it all down here and they will take the bag and then they will bring that back to transition by the end of the race for you. So you can bring anything you want. Don't bring keys. Don't bring your phone unless you have somebody else trusted to give that stuff to. They're human, and that stuff could get lost, so make sure that you're aware of that. You go over that in video several times, but notice it is a one transition race, but the start area is in a different spot than transition. So make sure you're aware of that. Where you exit water will be different from where you start. So transition for the bike course. So notice you start and end at the same place. There are some races where you have two transitions, a T1 and a T2. T1, T2, finish line area are these pretty much the same locations. So just so I pull up the map, just so you're kind of aware, you will come out here, you'll do two loops on the bike, and you'll come back and finish the same place you started. Then you'll run. Transition is right here, and the finish line is over here. So there's a little bit of a walk. Just be prepared from finish to transition to get all your stuff. But it's not that far. It's totally doable. It's not a big problem. But this is your start and this is your finish. So make sure that you're aware that the start and the finish line are different places too. So start of the race, different. Finish of the race, different. Transition, kind of in the middle of everything. And it's all walkable distance. It's maybe a mileage from transition to the start, and then less than a mile from transition to the finish line to pick up your stuff and everything. So transition, if we go to Google Maps, and if I was smart, I would have had this pulled up to begin with. Pull up Woodlands, Texas. This is exciting watching, let me tell you. Sure. So if you look at Woodlands, Texas, notice it is quite a big area. And here is North Shore Park. This is Lake Woodlands. So if we look on our map, transition is down at this little end here. So it's kind of at the end. So you're going to swim under this little road here, and then you come into this area. So Town Green Park is going to be your transition area. So T1 Ironman Texas. Notice somebody has put that in there as an official spot. That's always fun. So if you look at the layers, if you look at the satellite imaging for transition, it's a big green field. So basically this is where they put everything. So this will be usually your run out, well, I take that back. Run out and everything's going to be over here. Swim out is going to be right here, the south end of the park. This is going to be your swim out. You walk over here, over this direction is going to be your swim start. This is where bike in and bike out happens. So you have to run your bike through this little area here to this Lake Province Drive. But this is it. This is your big transition area. They put fences all the way around. Usually the tents are down here, maybe across this little path. So this is where all the changing happens. So if you got your bike parked up here, you swim out, you're going to have to come and change your stuff and run all the way up here, get your bike, and then run out. If you got your bike down here, you're going to have to run all the way with your bike up here. In the past, they've had volunteers grab your bike and kind of have it at the end of the rack for you. Do note where your bike is in transition because you may very well need to go get it yourself. 2021 transitions were all at your spot there on the rack. I believe in 22, more than likely, they're going to go back to transition and changing tents now that the pandemic situation kind of subsided. So just be prepared. Make sure you go to an athlete briefing to find out what exactly you're doing. Are you changing at your actual bike rack station? Or are they going to have big changing tents and they're going to have the T1, T2 bags kind of lined up over here as you come in, and you grab them, or you're going to be changing everything at your location there. So do be aware, when you get done with your race, your gear will be over here, or your bike. If the transition happens at the bike rack, your morning gear bag, usually they'll drop them off at your transition spot. If they're doing changing tents, usually at the race finish line, they've got a spot for all the bags and everything, and they'll just wrap them all together and bring them over there. So just make sure you pay attention to Athlete Guide. There's a couple dynamics that could be changing just to find out where your gear is after the race. But this is it. This is where the park is, Town Green Park, in the middle of everything. This is where the magic is happening for Ironman Texas. So notice, definitely go there. Definitely find out where bike in, bike out is, where run in, run out is, where swim in is, and all the other good locations are. Note where your bike rack is and your bike rack number. And that's it. If it's raining, it's going to be grass field. It's going to be sloppy. So just be ready for that. When I did in 2014, there was no rain. It was pretty straightforward. Stayed grass. It was great atmosphere, great weather, not a problem. So it's pretty cut and dry. This is the transition area for Ironman Texas 2022, Town Green Park. So one transition area, but swim start is different and finish line area is different as well. So keep that in mind. If you're seeing this on Facebook, give it a like. If you're seeing it on YouTube, give me a thumbs up. Give me a subscribe. If you got any questions, put them in the comments of Facebook or YouTube, any place you see this video. I will get back to you with any questions you might have. If you know of some information that maybe that would be helpful to others, please let me know as well. I'll put that in there, maybe update the video or anything like that. So with that, I'll wish you the best of luck in your training and wrapping it up, getting ready for 2022. And happy training out there, and good luck on race day. We'll see you out there.